Hello, all you magnificent people, Derpo the Magnificent here, and today it's not Monday at all, or Mystery Monday, it's, frick, start over. Hello, all you magnificent people, Derpo the Magnificent here, and today we're back with the Terraria modded Clusterfudge. Just barely got through that sentence. Episode 24. So, I don't really know what we're going to be doing on this one. We're definitely going to be doing the Sacred Tools NPCs that I was waiting for last time. I finally got them to spawn. Turns out there's two, and I didn't know that. But yeah, I'll talk about those in just a sec, because a couple people left comments on the last episode telling me to install some mods, and I didn't respond to them immediately or in comment form, so I thought, frig it, I'll just cover it here, since they'll probably watch this one. If you are watching, hello. I don't remember your names. They're both up on the screen right there. You two, yes. But yeah. They both suggested 4 mods, 2 mods each. One guy suggested Builder Plus and Crescent Mod. Oh, what the frick? Oh, it's a McGroove. Oh man, I'll explain this in a sec. But I'm not going to be downloading any of the 4 mods that were suggested, and now I shall explain why. So, Builder Plus, all it adds is, like, new block types and statues and things to make your buildings look nice. And I don't know if you could tell, but I don't like building. You might actually not be able to tell. Maybe you haven't heard me complain about it a lot, but I'm not a fan of building. I don't know. It's alright, but adding on an entire mod that is just for building, especially towards the end of the series, doesn't seem great. And the other one he suggested was Crescent. It goes by a different name, actually. I'm not sure why he called it Crescent, because at least I think it's the same mod. It's like an RPG mod. Basically, it's a massive, huge, game-changing mod that changes absolutely everything. And as I just said, this is kind of getting close to the end of the series, and I don't really feel like that's a good time to be adding on a giant game-changing mod. So maybe in another playthrough, but not this one. And then the other 2 mods that were suggested were Elemental Unleash, or I think it was Blueshy Magic's mod. It's a mod that adds like 5 or 6 super difficult endgame bosses, like apparently like level of Supreme Calamitas and then harder. So, and then the last one he wanted me to add was Ultraconics, which I know very little about. I just found a very small page about it. The only way to discover anything about it seems to be, oh my god, it's a top hat squirrel! I'm sorry, pause everything. There's a top hat squirrel. Where's my bug net? I need to, oh my god, I love him! Yes, I have a top hat squirrel! He does 70 damage! Who knew that the squirrel had phenomenal cosmic power? I'm never throwing him. I'm keeping him forever. I will name him Dale, and he shall be mine. He's the best. He will replace the wood in my inventory, and he shall remain with me forever. I'm sorry, Calamity, you've just been replaced. Calamity, Sacred Tools. This one's got a top hat squirrel. Do you have a top hat squirrel? You don't have a top hat squirrel. I'm sorry. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Yeah, Ultraconics. Couldn't find any info on it. The only way to get info on it, as far as I can tell, is through the Discord server that they have, and I don't really want to join an entire Discord server just to figure out if a mod is worth getting. But it seems to add, from what I read, it seems to add 10 new bosses and a whole bunch more content. And again, I feel like it's a bit late to be adding a whole nother big mod to the thing. Anyway, good god, 6 minutes in, and we're finally getting to the NPCs. So, this guy moved in, question mark, question mark, question mark, or as he's more commonly known, the Challenger. I know what the sprite looks like, so this is obviously the Challenger.
That girl, Nuba, I can sense a lot of kindness in her. Something you don't come across very often, unfortunately.
So yes, he has a shop where everything is sold for astraltite plating. Yes, astraltite plating. Yes, that's how we're pronouncing that. And I don't know where to get that. I would assume from beating this guy, but I'm not really sure. And then he also has a challenge option, which I'm assuming starts the boss fight. And I don't want to do that, because that's the final boss of Sacred Tools. Plus, Dan said something about really wanting to rework that guy, so I don't know if I even should fight him yet. I don't know. Yeah, there we go, Lunar Coin. This is the currency you needed to buy stuff from Nuba, and it drops from, as far as I can tell, everything? But yeah, we can get crystalline bars, the quasar fragments, all of the different fragments, Oblivion Shard, music box, quasar monolith, and a lunatic infuser, which I don't know what that's for, and it costs an infusion crystal, and I don't know where to get that. So right now we're just gonna buy at least 1 crystalline bar and see what we can make with it, because I forgot already. No, these are all things made at the Lunatic Infuser. What is an infusion crystal? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm probably stupid and just forgot about it. Yeah, okay, so it's this, mysterious gem. This thing. Consumable. The Pendulor gave this to you. You should keep it for later use. Okay, so it's this thing. You use it, and it gives you... There we go, the infusion crystal, which I can then throw at the Nuba to get the thingy. Awesome. So apparently that doesn't do anything until you defeat the Lunarians. So now we have it, the Lunatic Infuser. Ooh, boy! Now we can craft shizzles. Many shizzles. We need 20 of those bars, so I'm gonna grab 20 of them. Prism break. I want. Give. Yee. Yee. I'm excited. Don't let me down, Dan. Okay, it's a little bit less exciting than I thought. I was kind of hoping it would be a lot like the last Prism, but that is still really cool. It is off-center, though, and that bugs me. Ooh. But that's good. It's not fun. Is it phenomenal? It's about the same level, a little bit better than this thing, so... That's really cool. I like it. I like it. It's cool. Though that is seriously going to bug the frick out of me. Oh, you got the last Prism thing where it's like kind of hard to aim. It like follows your mouse on a delay. I love that. I love it. That's like one of my favorite things about the last Prism. It just makes it feel so much more powerful for some reason. Oh, that's weird. It consumes mana in the same way that the last Prism does. It consumes a very small amount, and then after it gets going, it consumes a large amount. Interesting. So it's basically exactly identical to the last Prism, except it doesn't have like the charging animation. Interesting, but I like it. It's awesome. Holy frick, 10,000 damage. That's a lot of damage. It can do good. Okay, so, what are we doing? We could probably take down Gilgamesh. Oh, frick, I forgot to look up, Creation and Destruction. Oh, that's right, it's made with one of each biome stone, which, unfortunately, I think I only have, like, 2 of these. So, I'm gonna have to farm for these, unfortunately. The only ones I'm missing are ice. I'm missing ice, sandy, and ocean. Oh, that's not actually nearly as bad as I thought. We might be able to farm those out in this particular episode. I want to redo Gilgamesh, though, now that we have this thing, and it's absurd. So, yeah. Also, I've been doing another playthrough on my own, and I've discovered that the young alchemist is an incredible NPC, and I should have been using him this whole time. Like, I don't know why I just ignored him. Is he even back? Yes, Charles, come, my boy. Yes. So yeah, he sells Calamity Combination and Universal Combination, which are done. Like, I no longer... There's a couple more potions that I want to get from, like, from this lady, Lillian, who has been in the same house since the beginning. Just props for that. Not vanilla potions. We have all the vanilla potions. But yeah, like, the blurring potion's really good. Invincibility's okay as well, I guess. Okay, that should be all the potions we need. And we'll go fight Gilgamesh, which we should be able to buy the summoner for, if I remember correctly. Yes, great. Excalibur. It costs 10 plat. Pfft, that's chump change, my boy. Chump change. Alright, Gilgamesh. Really hope this guy doesn't have his own theme, because otherwise people are gonna get mad at me for replacing it. That's just what I do, though, guys. Like, it's how I've always done it. I'm sorry that people didn't like that I replaced the themes of Aragorn and the Lunarians in the last one. But, for one, I didn't know. For two, I kind of would have replaced them even if I did know. I'm sorry. It's just the way I do things. But anyway, enough talk about past things. Let's fight Gilgamesh.
Aha, the legendary Excalibur! Come and guide you, my faithful sidekick. Let's return the trouble and make it double. Come on! Sidekicks are not supposed to abandon the hero! expository banter. Now we fight like men, and ladies who dress like men.
Awesome. Alright, that went much better than the last time I fought him. Okay, so there we go, Gilgamesh is dead. Woo! If I remember correctly, that is actually the final... Wait, was that it? Was that the final... That's it, Juice Mod's done! Oh, dang! I totally forgot that was the last boss. What crazy ridiculousness are we gonna get from him? Genji tokens. We get to become a weeb! Okay, so we got a Gilgamesh mask. Makes us look like a big old friggin', like, gross guy. I mean, look at... No, that's not the button I meant to press. I didn't want to take a screenshot. Look at this. We look gross. We got, like, a baguette on our head made of cinnamon. I don't know. King Gilgamesh's weapon set. Too bad you don't have 8 arms. Oh, well. That's, that is quite something, I must say. I'm kind of confused. Alright, well, that's a thing. And we got the Gilgamesh trophy. What can be made with these monstrous tokens? Go away. Alright, so we can... Oh, we can just get armor. Genji armor. Alright, cool. So these are just different types of armor that do things. That's... I will say, I'm a little disappointed. I was kind of hoping for some just bonkers, insane weaponry, but... Some armor's cool. Oh, frick, we got the Polterghast next. Oh, no, we got the Mr. Polterman. And the Devourer of... Oh, no. You know what? So I've been doing a separate playthrough on my own of just Revengeance Calamity. It's hard. I finally beat the Revengeance Devourer of Gods, so I'm pretty happy with that. And honestly, after that, Heartache... To be honest, it only took me like 4 tries. But after all that, I feel okay with just friggin' destroying these fools. I can't buy the summoner for him, can I? No, I can't. 100 of those? Ugh, that means I'm gonna have to fight him the normal way. That sucks. You know, I'm actually curious as to why there has not been a mod that has made Cthulhu a boss, considering that it was like the most popular suggestion of all time. No, not the freaking limestone music! Frick off! Cthulhu is a boss. Why isn't that a thing? I mean, I'm fine that it's not a thing. I don't think anyone would be able to pull it off well. Maybe that's why. Because the people who are good enough to be able to pull it off well know that it's kind of a dumb idea. And the people who think that it's a good idea are not good enough at coding to make it a reality. Okay, I've answered my own question. I've rubber ducked my problem. Thank you, audience, for just simply listening, for being my rubber duck. One of these days I'm going to have to explain that, but that day is not today! Okay, so now I just gotta kill things. That is a thing that I can do. I was born to kill. As a Terrarian, not as a human being. That would be a bit... not allowed. Alright, so the original way to summon Mr. Polterghast is to kill 30 of these red... things, guys, wisps, that's what they're called. Red wisps. So yeah, we're gonna be here a while. Oh, it's the spooky ghost! Here it comes! Oh man! Well, it's dead. It died. This is not a good summoning method! Anyone who thinks it is entitled to their own opinion. Oh yeah, I should probably equip that and then disable all these magical things. Sneeze! Oh my god! Frickin' bring it on, Mr. Polterghast. What have you got that will combat the skull sneeze? I would like a refund on my phantoplasms. I'm clearly not receiving the boss that was promised. Once I gained a certain amount of phantoplasm. Sir, you'll find that the deal is actually once you kill a certain amount of red glowing ghosts and stuff. And, well, you've only killed like 28 or something. You still got a few to go, so just be patient, sir. All right. I'll be patient. But with bees! Oh, I missed such a great pun there. I'll be patient! Cut that out. Cut it out. Derpo. Please, cut it out. Polter Ghibli! Where is you? Ooh, ethereal. Cool. Ooh, it's from Sacred Tools. Ooh. Ooh! That is very cool. It has very short range, mostly because I don't have the yo-yo bag, but that is a cool yo-yo. Now do you see why I, didn't use the Soul of Terraria for all the other bosses? It's because it makes it literally too easy. That was the easiest fight of my life. Let's just go home. There we go! We killed Mr. Poltergy. Hey, we can fight the Devourer of Gods! Should we go for it? I feel like we should go for it. Let's just give it, like, one try. Why not? I'll get the potions. I'll use this thing. We'll be fine. It won't be a big deal. I killed the Revengeance one. I'm prepared for this. It'll be easy. No. I see what you're saying. You think I'm just gonna jump cut over to when I get killed or whatever? Nah, that's not how this is gonna go down. He's gonna die. I don't know if you understand this. He's gonna die. So the funny thing here is I was actually serious. I was definitely gonna kill him, but didn't turn out that way. I don't know why I underestimated the Devourer of Gods of all bosses. But I did. So, you know, that's a thing. Also, since I probably edited that fight out, I equipped the Soul of Terraria midway through the fight when things were getting a bit hairy. Just to try and speed things up because the battle was already going on for a long time. Unfortunately, it made the game lag to frick, and it actually slowed the fight. And also, they seem to have found a way to disable the lifesteal there on the Soul of Terraria. So, good on the Calamity devs for that. I'm actually, like, I'm sort of glad about that, and at the same time, I'm like, really? That was, like, the only way I had to, like, easily beat these guys. And other than that, it's just a challenger. And I guess I could fight him now, but apparently he desperately needs a rework. Like, desperately needs a rework. So, I really don't want to show off a bad version of him. I don't know. Maybe I'll show him off, and then I'll try... Here's what I'll do. I'll try the fight. We'll just see how it goes. Why not? And then, if it gets reworked, I'll show the reworked fight, just like how I did with the Harpy Queen. So here we go. We're gonna fight the Challenger. He has his own theme. I know this to be true, but I don't know if I'll use it. I don't know. I'll take a look. There we go. You'll need a challenge medal to do that, my friends. The frick do I get a challenge medal? Alright, well, here we go. We're going to attempt to fight the guy. We got 5 minutes left on all our buffs, so whatever. Oh, we should probably go craft the thing. Yeah. Here we go. Let's go fight the Challenger. Challenger has been defeated. He's scared to fix it. Lol. Awesome. So he's back now. Cool. So you can just fight him as many times as you want. That's awesome. And we got Astrolite Plating and the menacing Arcanum of the Caster. You sacrifice everything to keep your magic powerful. Using mana potions will apply Caster's Sacrifice instead of Mana Sickness. Caster's Sacrifice will double mana usage. Interesting. Okay, so we don't get the damage down from the mana potions, but we use them up a lot faster. Interesting. Okay, so you can sell me some stuff that has some absurdities. Frick, all of the weapons cost an absurd amount. That sucks, which means you have to kill them at least twice. Ah, really? Really? But I kind of want the staff and the tome. I kind of wanted those. But there we go. That was the Challenger. I will definitely be fighting him again once he gets his rework, if he ever gets a rework. But it was pretty cool. He was kind of easy, I will say. That might be, again, because I have Calamity stuff. I mean, yeah, I wasn't using Sacred Tools weapons or anything like that, so it's probably no surprise that he was easy. Then again, this thing is pretty powerful, and it's a Sacred Tool weapon, so I don't know. Maybe that's why he needs a rework, because he's a bit easy. He was cool, though. He was well animated. The attacks were nice. he had the same sort of problem that, whatchamacallit, Aragorn had, because, I don't know, he just felt like he was off-screen a lot of the time, and there was some waiting involved. You definitely had to chase him around. Typically with boss fights, you want the boss to be chasing you, instead of you have to chase down the boss. It just kind of seemed like it was kind of a passive-aggressive fight on his side. He was just sort of like, I mean, I'm just gonna throw these attacks. If they hit you, cool. If they don't, you know, whatever. Technically, that means Sacred Tools is finished off, boss-wise. I would still like to obtain the final armor set and the final weapons, so I'm going to have to fight that guy again, and which I will do in my free time to go get all them weapons and stuff. It'll be great. But yeah, friggin' Sacred Tools, very nice mod. I definitely recommend it. It's got some fantastic bosses, some fantastic items. It's a bit smaller than things like Thorium and Calamity, but it's still fantastic. It's amazing. Go get it, if you haven't already. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode off here. It was slightly less eventful. Things are starting to slow down now that we're getting towards the end. We've only got a few bosses left. Creation and Destruction, Devourer of Gods, Bumblebird, Yaron, and Supreme Calamitas. I don't know if I'm going to do Supreme Calamitas again, though. Because we've seen all the weapons that you can get, at least in Expert Mode, in my Calamity series, and it's a really difficult fight that just takes so much practice and time and effort. It's just, I don't know. I don't really want to do the Supreme Calamitas fight. But I don't know. Maybe we will. But anyway, that is going to do it for this episode of the Terraria and Clusterfudge. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a magnificent day. Turbo the Magnificent out.